Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now if you're a student and you've been told that your writing is too descriptive or it's not critical enough, then this video is for you. Many students from Africa are very good at writing beautifully, I mean good grammar. But when it comes to essays in UK universities, the lecturers are looking for something different, and that is critical writing. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't met me before, I'm Winnie, and on this platform, I share my experiences to help students navigate their way in the United Kingdom. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please click on the subscribe button, but don't stop there. Like, comment, and share this video, and I'll be right back. Let me put this disclaimer out there. For the purpose of today's video, all the examples that will be used are not from any real journal articles or any real writers. They are just sample off my head. Now let's get right into it. Method 1. The topic for today would be online learning improves students' confidence. Online learning improves students' confidence. Let's say you've read 2 journal articles who have said the same thing. Peace 2019 and Johnson 2020. Now, you can start your paragraph by saying, some researchers argue that online learning improves students' confidence by reducing the fear of speaking in front of others. And then you reference them in your in-text citation like it has been done in this video. What do you do next? Step 2, add a similar view. Perhaps there's another article that you've read that came to the same conclusion. You can include it there. What you're going to say is, similarly, Fate 2020 states that online discussions allows shy students to participate more confidently. Now you can see that these 2 ideas are saying the same thing. So we are using the word similarly to show that they are saying the same thing. Now, what you can do to make your work critical, it means that you're not taking things at face value. You're going deeper to see, is everyone agreeing on the same thing, or are there people that have differing opinions? And in this case, there is someone, and that person is Smith 2023. So we are going to bring in the opposing view. You can start with saying, however, to show contrast, or you can say contrarily. Depends on what word or term you want to use. So let's say, however, Smith 2023 argues that limited face-to-face interaction in online learning can reduce students' confidence. So that's showing a different perspective, okay? Something opposing. Now, what this does to your reader is that it gives them a well-rounded argument. You've told them what people are saying on one hand and what another person is saying on the other hand, so they can reach their own conclusions. But this paragraph will be incomplete if you don't bring it into a conclusion, and by that, bring in your own evaluation in your own voice. So to do that, add a brief evaluation. That's step number 4. And what have we done here? This suggests that online learning can improve students' confidence, but only when interaction is properly supported. So this has brought it to a nice finish. You've told them what writer A has said about online learning and students' confidence. You've told them what writer B has said, how they have supported the motion that it's improve students' confidence. But then there's someone who says, no. Limited face-to-face interaction can reduce their confidence. So that's an opposing view. And then concluding, you now make your own conclusion from the evidence that has been presented. What is your conclusion from this matter? It means that while online learning can improve students' confidence, there's also the need for support. All right, face-to-face interaction is also important, and interaction has to be properly supported. So that is step number 1. Now let's look at the second step. However, if at this point you haven't clicked the subscribe button, hey, what are you waiting for? Please click on the subscribe button now. A lot of people watch videos and they forget to subscribe. click on your notification button so you get notified when a new video is uploaded. But if at this point you have any question, drop them in the comment section. Drop them, and I'll be going through the comment section to answer those questions. Now let's go to step number 2. Now this is critiquing by checking the source. So what you're going to do is look at the source, that journal article, look at it critically, check it properly. That's what we are going to be doing. And how do you achieve that? By showing the strengths and weaknesses of that journal article or that study. Step 1, introduce the study clearly. You need to be telling people, what is this study? What is it all about? What did the person do? It can be a primary research that used qualitative method or even quantitative method. Now, what do I mean by qualitative method? That means they did like interview, all those studies where you use questionnaires, you ask people questions, or you sit on a face-to-face interview or online interview. That's a primary study, okay? So qualitative study. Or is it quantitative that has to do with numbers? All right. So in this case, introduce that study. You need to tell people, what's this study about? All right. So they can have an idea of what's going on. Remember, we are still focused on the topic, online learning improves students' confidence. So let's look at what this says. Busola 2025 examined the impact of online learning on students' confidence in higher education. So that gives the reader an idea of what this study is about. Remember, they've not read the study. You have read this paper, but you're telling them this is what the paper was all about. But you don't stop there. You don't just tell them what the paper is all about or what the paper has set out to do. You tell them what was the result also. So we continue. And found that students reported higher levels of confidence in answering questions. So that's the result of the study. Now, this method doesn't go about bringing opposing views or similar views. What it does is that it tells us what the strength and weakness are of this study. So your next line can be, and one trick to do this is when you have a journal article that used maybe qualitative or quantitative method, most of them would always have a section that says strengths and limitation. Now, this is like a cheat box to doing it. But on your own, as you grow in your understanding of critical writing, you'll be able to critique that literature using some guidance or guidelines. But for the sake of this video, because we are doing it in a very simplified way, just go to that journal article, check what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses. Now, let's say the strength of the study is it used a large sample size. Highlight it here. So your next sentence can be something like, one strength of this study is the large sample size, which means its finding may be reliable. Now, what is this telling the writer? That because they interviewed a large number of people, it means that the result of this research can be accepted, okay? It's something that can be relied upon, okay, to reach a conclusion. But you don't stop there, because if you stop there, you are not giving them the overall picture. What are the limitations? What are the gaps in this study? You can go further now to explain a weakness of this study. Now, in this case, we said, however, only university students were interviewed, which means that the findings of the study may not be relevant to all settings. So what are you set out to say here? You're telling the reader that regardless of the fact that it was a large sample size, a large number of people were interviewed, which means the results can be relied upon. However, it was only university students that they interviewed. So if you base your conclusion on this research and maybe you're talking about secondary school students or you're talking about high school students and you're basing off your conclusion of this research, then you need to tread with caution, because it was only university students that they interviewed. So the result from this cannot be generalized to all settings. You can't generalize it to probably settings where it was secondary students, primary school students, high school students, because they only used a category of students, which is university students. Okay, so this is critical writing. But then don't forget, always connect whatever your evaluation is to the main topic. Remember, the topic is online learning improves students' confidence. So you can now conclude, do a nice finish of that paragraph by saying, therefore, while the study supports the view that online learning can improve students' confidence, its findings or its conclusions should be applied with caution. Why? Because you've already mentioned the limitation of that research or that journal article or that study. Okay? So this is the second way of writing critically. I hope this has helped you. If you have any questions, drop in the comment section. Okay? Drop in the comment section. Now, let me remind you, writing critically is not about the grammar that you use. Okay? I don't think lecturers are interested in the big grammar, okay? All they need is for you to state your points clearly and in a simplified format, okay? Assume that whenever you're writing your essays, it's a novice that is reading it. So it has to be that simple that anybody can understand it, okay? It's not trying to sound British or American. It's just presenting your ideas in a clear manner, comparing ideas, questioning the source. Question that journal article? What is its strength? What is its limitation? Show that strength, show that limitation. That is critical writing. If this video helped you, click on the like button, subscribe, share, alright? And comment below if you would like a video on how to structure a critical paragraph or how to avoid plagiarism. Thank you for watching and keep learning. Until we meet again, guys, keep winning and enjoying life, and bye.